Damn, we just get it right into it. My bed is my coffin. What a great interview. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is PT, your Army bestie and full-time content creator. And today we are watching one of the first interviews that the Rolling Stones has put out of the men's individual interviews. So obviously they already did their group interview. They talked a lot about their thought process behind the songs on Adi Dong. Highly recommend that interview. It was so good. But now we're getting an interview for each member. So they are starting out with Kim Namjoon, and I just saw today that they posted Kim Seok. So I think they're going in the order of fan chant and they're posting them every single day. And I am determined and hopefully I can, watch them as they drop because that's what the F is up. So I did hear that Junie's is a little bit on the heavier side, so I'm ready, okay? My body is ready. I love this man. He always has so much authenticity to him. Like, I feel like so much integrity. Like, whenever he says something, I really, really believe him. And I think he just has not sold his soul to the corporate devil, okay? I really think that, and I really think he's such a cool, down-to-earth guy. So I cannot wait to hear him yap. But before we get into this video, please don't forget to drop a comment, like, and subscribe if you like watching my videos every single day here on YouTube. And if you like bonus content, early access, and live streams, I will catch you over on the Patreon. The link is in the description box down below. Thank you to all of my Patreon peaches. It's supposed to start thunderstorming here in a little bit, and I just realized like that just sounds so comforting. Like, this man provides me so much comfort. You have no idea. Actually, if you're Army, you do have an idea. And that with like a rainstorm, oh my gosh, today is perfect, y'all. I already left today. We haven't even started this interview.
If we don't challenge anymore, then I think there's no reason that we should keep doing this as a team. So we have to show the world that we are still ongoing and still exploring and figure out like new things. But still, I think we have to push it to the edge even more.
Yeah.
And just still not enough.
Not enough. Whenever they say not enough, I always think it's J-Hope's song, and it's still not enough. Hey. Anyway, I love that because it's so true. If you still got that drive, if you still got that, passion to like keep showing the world something new, you could go forever. You really could.
Even more.
I think they could.
Just still not enough.
Oh, he's so cute.
What you need, Twan?
I need.
What you need?
Wow, this is gorgeous. I want to go there. I want to live there.
BTS, welcome back to the cover of Rolling Stone.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
When was he on the last time?
Relate to you because you seem to go through a mini existential crisis like maybe every week.
Wait, damn, we just get it right into it. We are literally getting right into it. But that's also why I relate to Namjoon. That's so freaking funny that this interview is good. This interviewer is really good. I like him because he just gets straight to it. But yeah, Junie always be saying stuff and then being like, maybe I shouldn't have. But it's like, no, speak your truth, King. We love hearing you, okay? We support you.
Through a mini existential crisis like maybe every week.
Yeah. I feel like I'm very nervous and afraid at the same time because it's been a while. And I really want to like pretend like that I'm okay and I'm ready, all decided, everything's great. I just can't wait. I just really want to say that, but even more than that, I really want to be honest. I just hope, everything's gonna be fine, and everything will be, but still at the same time, I still have fears.
Do you have stress dreams before something is coming out?
Yes, I have like extreme stress and extreme like joy at the same time, and it's always like back and forth every time, every night. I think like these days when I wake up in the morning, like I always in a good mood, like just get a cup of coffee and then like, it's a new day. But at night, I feel like, man,
yeah, that's when it hits you.
It's gonna be like, and so I really want to live great in the mornings, but I feel quite depressed and sad at night. But the funny thing is, it was like exactly the opposite like years ago.
I was gonna say, that's so interesting because usually I'm really down in the mornings. Like my mood is so down. And then once like 7 p.m. hits, I'm perked up. And that's why I stay up till like 4 in the morning because my mood is so good. That's so interesting. Oh my gosh.
It was like exactly the opposite like years ago. I loved the night because we like worked every day during daytime. And night, when I just come home and I feel alone, I felt really great. I really love to walk the streets where nobody is.
Oh my
In
gosh.
2022, you
What the heck?
were saying to
He's so
Pharrell,
brave.
you still love music, but then maybe you love visual arts more, maybe you loved other things more. Did you come back around, and how was that journey for you?
I think music, is always there. It's just the root. And, sometimes you just can't resist when just like some music you love is just turned on and you just can't help but just like dancing to it or like just like nodding to it, vibing to it. And I think visual art, sometimes it requires more like backgrounds and trainings and more kind of like intellectual things. In the military, I listened to like so many albums. I'm in love with music more right now.
Aww.
But when you think of
So cute. I love that. I had no idea that he said that he loved visual arts more. And I think you could definitely see that, like thinking back to the content around like before they were going to the military, he was always going to museums, traveling across the world just to see art exhibits and stuff like that. But that is so interesting. But it does require a trained eye, like you said. I love art, but I don't know how to appreciate it like, the way an artist might want you to appreciate their art. I could say something looks pretty, but I definitely resonate with like falling not out of love with music, but there was a very large point in time where after this big breakup that I went to where I shared a lot of my music tastes and interests with my ex. After we broke up, all of those songs now reminded me of them. So there was a long time where I was like, whatever, I'll listen to music, but I wasn't in love with any artist until BTS. So I'm so glad. And now music is my whole life. Well, BTS's music is my whole life. And that's enough for me, okay?
There are like so many albums. I'm in love with music more right now, maybe.
But when you think of listening to music during that time, was there a moment, is there an album or a song you can think of you connected with and said, this is my life save, this is saving my life right now?
I think last year it was Tyler's track with Tizo Touchdown. Forever, so long. It was like Tizo singing.
Yeah.
I never heard that song, but I did used to love Tyler, the Creator. Okay. But Namjoon's like Lost, his song Lost reminds me so much of like the Tyler, the Creator vibe, which I love Lost. So I think that's so cool that he's even speaking about Tyler, the Creator right now. That's sick.
Forever, so long. It was like Tizo singing.
Yes.
The phrase. Maybe like at that time, the military, I felt too long for me. I just kept thinking like, man, maybe this is gonna be like forever, and then the forever is too long. So I was like kept
You're so
singing
cute.
the phrase all the time, and I got I think I was being healed singing along to it, and like Dijon's album was great.
Production is so crazy.
Right. Spotify Wrapped, I checked it. The Dijon's album, I think I listened to it more than like 500 minutes. And Joji, Past Won't Leave My Bed. The past won't leave my bed. Sometimes
RM talking about Joji is wild to me because I remember him as Filthy Frank. If you were on YouTube in like what do we call it? Like the doomsday era? I don't even know. Before laws were a thing, who knows? YouTube was crazy before it was what it is today. But wow, like I actually have seen Joji live as well at a music festival, Oshiega, and he was really good. But it's so cool to see that he could change his personality like that and just evolve into the amazing artist that he is now because his music is so good. I never thought I'd hear Joji come out of RM's mouth. That's crazy.
Joji, Past Won't Leave My Bed. The past won't leave my bed. Sometimes it's just like a simple phrase, but it just hits you.
The simple phrase, it does hit you. My simple phrase of like the past couple days is, my bed is my coffin. When Namjoon says that, I don't know. I just like, I feel like the way he says it and it feels so, like it's coming from a deep place, you know?
Sometimes it's just like a simple phrase, but it just hits you like so hard when it is combined with like certain type of sound and instruments.
You made it clear that when with Butter and Permission to Dance, they were so huge and so successful, they left you confused about what is BTS.
Yes.
And I think that you had a few years to think about that. I think you did figure it out, but I'm curious about like your sort of mental journey from, man, I don't know what we are anymore, to I know now.
I think I still don't know. And maybe, I think a musician should talk with their music, right? And
He does that
being
for
more
sure,
and more just careful to explain and like describe how I'm feeling right now, or what like this album is about, or well, I think it's just this magazine and this interview with you is just another record, so I could like look back to it when I'm like 50. Yeah, looking back to it and like, man, when I was like 31, I felt like that, and I was like talking to you, like, because I believe right now like this type of feeling is the deepest truth in my heart. I think I'm still really confused, because I thought in the military, maybe if it's just all finished and we all come back in 2025 June, then maybe there's some type of very precise, sharp consensus that we could all like relate to, but which was not very true. So I think these 14 tracks are the could be the type of, it's still blurry, but it could be just an answer to the people who is wondering like, what is
Next.
BTS in 2026? But I think for this album, I try to say that express more of universal things like love, hurt, nostalgia, missing, and I think I'm still into that expanding personal experiences into universal like, emotions and feelings.
The energy
Period.
reminds me a little bit of the beginning.
That is such a tough question to ask. Like, what is BTS? I feel like BTS is forever evolving, forever changing, forever reminiscing. Like, it's just a different era. That's why I like thinking of BTS as eras, There's Love Yourself era and debut era. And yeah, Butter Dynamite era felt like a completely different era, but it still felt like BTS. I don't know. I think it's so interesting. And I think it's okay to never know what something truly is, because I think things are always changing, except for like inanimate objects. But we humans, we are not inanimate objects. We're always learning and growing. And I like that. I don't ever want to know who I am, because then what's next? Okay, I'm Peachy saying a content creator. And that's it for the rest of my life. I mean, I'd love to do this for the rest of my life. Don't get me wrong. But like, what if I want to freaking own a doggy daycare, which I still want to do, like I think there's a lot of growing that can be done in one life.
Emotions and feelings.
The energy reminds me a little bit of the beginning.
Really?
The early rap, more rap rocky stuff.
I think that's really great to hear, because I had plenty of time to look back. It's truly a new start, and so I think why you felt that energy was because that I think we actually are treating this moment as our new start. But I think we unconsciously just coming back to like when we started, like all those really turned up energy, like very resistant and I want to show something to the world type of energy. But I think we got more mature. It's gonna be definitely the new chapter of BTS.
It's so interesting to
Yeah.
listen to your solo albums, Indigo and Right Place, Wrong Person, because in some ways it feels like these are the albums, the kind of music that you might have made had there never been a BTS.
Right.
You know, it's
I
like,
think so.
which is, it's interesting to me that you could even get to that place
For
as an
real.
artist mentally.
I think, it's really funny to say, and I think lots of people maybe just slightly know, like who BTS is. Maybe the people, won't agree, but I think I'm really finding myself as, man, I'm born as a kind of a anti to like something. Yeah, like when everybody is saying yes, I really want to say no. When I've been doing BTS, I loved it,
Oh my God, I love
but
that.
I really did hate something, of course, and I just couldn't deny all those feelings. And but I think I knew like what is what is what to like show to the people, or what to just hide and just make it into an album. When I just come back as a solo, I was like thinking of like, man, I gotta do this, I gotta say it, because if it's 7, I have to do my role, have to sometimes be nice, and because lots of kids are watching us. But sometimes I just started music, just on the streets and by rapping, and I just can't resist that. Sometimes I feel like I just want to do this. I just want to do this shit. So I listen to pop
Yes.
music. I love it. I enjoy like every pop music. I always like check the charts sometimes. Sometimes when I just don't want to use my brain too much, I just find like the top 50 global and just listen to
Real.
it. But sometimes I feel like, man, this is not enough. I have to like dig more. I have to explore what the world is like. I just want to see the edges, of this earth. So when it comes to solo project, every infras and every powers and every impacts, the numbers maybe, or the masses, the scales, that helped me a lot, so that I could express maybe without thinking of economic things, and I could do a song with Little Sims, Monster Somni. They're great artists. By the name of, maybe sometimes using the name of BTS and the brand. When it comes to the team project, by the experiences that I had on my solo, just do everything to like 100, or even more than that. I could tell the team or the members that let's push it to the edge, like even more. This is not enough. This
Yeah.
is too safe. If we don't
Wow.
challenge anymore, then I think there's no reason that we should keep doing this as a team. So we have to
Period.
show the world that we are still ongoing and still exploring and figure out like new things. I think we have to like have an experiment and push it to the edge even more, and just still not enough.
How did you resolve, I mean,
I love that. Oh my God. I love hearing Namjoon talk. Again, I could listen to this man talk forever because he keeps it 100. The fact that he said, yeah, I loved being in BTS, but of course there were things that I hate. And even J-Hope says it in like one of the songs too, like, if everything's happy, like that's just not real. Is that kerosene, dopamine? Anyway, so I love that. It's so true. Like you can love doing something so much, but it can get exhausting. And I think like having a bunch of fans like ARMY, and you don't want to let them down because they've been supporting you from the very beginning. Even if you're feeling these reservations, you just want to push through and be like, okay, I'll put my feelings aside. Let's focus on this song. I'll put my feelings aside. But there's only so long you can put your own feelings aside before you shrivel up into dust. Like that's burnout times 100. So I'm so glad that they were able to do their solo projects because like he said, he got to make music that he wanted to do with smaller artists, with whoever he wanted, say things that he couldn't really feel like he could say at the time as a group in BTS. Because I feel like before BTS went to do their solo stuff, they were, I don't know if it was playing it safe, but they were doing very like songs that we're gonna do well no matter what. Very pop songs, you know, butter, dynamite, catchy beats, flashy lights, like the whole shebang, which I love those songs, but you could tell like these men are a lot deeper than those songs for sure. They're fun, and I think it's important to have fun songs, but I think each of their solo journeys, they got so deep with themselves too. So when they came back together as a group, they all had showed the world what they could do individually, that when they came back, they could push the envelope together as a group, and no one's going to be like, oh, I'm a little nervous. Like, no, they all had to do scary stuff. They all had to pursue that journey solo, and now they're even stronger as a group. Oh, I love Judy so much. He's so amazing, y'all.
To the edge even more, and just still not enough.
How did you resolve? I mean, your service was not easy on you.
No.
No.
Are you sort of still recovering psychologically? How is that going for you?
I think I got out. I got out of it quite a lot, if we call it a cave, and it's been, this today's February, so it's been 8 months, and I think
Wow, that was quick math.
I'm good right now. But sometimes when I try to sleep and when it pops up, man, forget it. I'm done. I'm not in the military anymore, and but that experience, hitting the rock bottom, like psychologically, in the truth, I think that helps me. Like, now I'm sleeping on my bed. I'm good.
It helps you appreciate.
I think that's the great self-therapy.
Grounding.
Did that
That is so funny because I had to go through that this week. Like, I love that he can think about those scary moments, but be like, but wait, I'm in bed. I think that's very grounding. Like, okay, y'all, I'm 30 years old. Okay, I moved out when I was 17, but I always lived with somebody. And I don't think I've ever spent a night alone until this past week, because my man went to New York to go get a video of the billboard that we did to promote BTS and YouTube Shorts Swim Effect. And I'm too scared of flying, whatever. Okay, I couldn't bring myself to go to New York and do a solo trip, so I had to stay home. My man is literally flying, going alone, going to New York, staying in a hotel. He didn't even have a hotel booked. The whole trip was planned in like a day. It was very stressful. And here I am having a whole panic attack because it's my first night ever sleeping alone. So I'm like crying in my bed. I'm finally like going to bed after editing my own video, which that was a whole endeavor in itself. And I'm crying and I'm like so scared. I'm like, what if somebody breaks in? Thinking about all the scary things. But then the only thing that grounded me was, okay, at least I'm scared in my house. Like at least I'm scared in my own bed. At least I'm scared in a place where I'm likely to be safe with doors and a lock. There's some people out there, animals out there, living creatures out there that are scared and they can't do anything about it. They're stuck in that situation. So I think when you're spiraling like that, it is so good to just count your blessings and be like, okay, at least I have my family, my friends, army, BT, like things like that. That helped me too. So hearing him say that, I could just picture if we ever got married, we just both be spiraling next to each other and then look at each other and be like, at least we have each other though. Stop it. But seriously, it is so good to just ground yourself. I'd love to know how you guys ground yourself, because for me, it's counting my blessings.
On my bed. I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's the great self-therapy.
Did that experience or the past few years change what you want out of life as a person?
I always want to live the present, the now, but it's just there are so many things in 2026 that are like distracting you and me from living now. Like we're thinking when you look at the reels and all the shores that we're living now, but which is not. They just keep distracting me. So I really miss the time that I just walk in the rain and thinking of everything. I think those were the times that I truly lived the present. I really don't want to think of the past and the future because they are just fantasy. But it's really hard just to focus on where you are right now. So today is like 12th of February, and I always try hard to sometimes just put the phone down and maybe read books. When I just like this, I try hard not to think about the past and the future, because the future never comes.
Damn.
Future never comes.
You were in that.
He is so well spoken. Like, he really puts such big thoughts into like beautiful wording. And it's so true. These phones are so distracting. I hate that sometimes my man will be talking to me, and without even realizing it, I'm picking up TikTok and just scrolling, because my attention span is like, okay, I'm bored of what he's saying. I know it's absolutely horrendous, okay? But he doesn't do it to me. But it is true. It's so rough to like live in the moment and be in the now, when we have so many things distracting us, all these things being pushed down our faces and stuff. But I do love that I was born in the 90s, so I was coming from like an era where I did have the internet, but like TikTok wasn't a thing, Instagram Reels, all these short form videos. I would go walk my dog for like 3 hours a day, because that was fun for me, and I would listen to my Billy Talent and my emo pop punk music and just think about life and, and get deep with myself. And yeah, I'm so glad I have those memories. And like you said, I hope I can make those memories again too and live more in the now. But damn, like you said, let's all read a book. Let's all pick a book that you're going to read this month. Let's read it. I have one I just saw behind my bed. I'm going to read it. It's like a rom-com book. It's kind of a slow burn though. Anyway, I'll try to get through it.
It never comes.
Future never comes.
Future never comes.
I want that as a tattoo.
You were in that dark place psychologically, and you got out of it. It wasn't forever. What would you say to someone who, there may be a fan who feels that way right now?
I got out of the crisis I had last year because of the all those environments I had. I got out of it like physically, but mentally, I'm just admitting it. That essential sorrow, I don't know what it is called, but it's always there in some part of my heart. So I think I'm still in the middle of just admitting like who I am. I'm like maybe too sensitive than the others, maybe the average, or I think too much. Sometimes I can't sleep. But do you want to die? No. I try to love the life, the skies, taking walks, good friends, drinks, music, interview. I'm still fighting the demons. I think maybe it could be forever. And forever is too long, like I said.
Oh.
But I just want to say one thing, like simply, in short, I think life is fun. Because it's not because I'm BTS or I'm a star in the spotlight. I think just life is fun and living is better.
I thought we'd end with the meaning of life. Thank you.
Wow, what a great interview. Oh my gosh, what a great effing interview. He's so stunning too. I want this magazine. I don't know how to get it. Where do you buy magazines? Wait, that ending piece is so good, because I think, he doesn't go out into the world to be a role model, okay? We did that where BTS felt like they had to be perfect because people were looking up to them, and whenever they acted like their age and smoked and drank, people were like criticizing them, like, oh my gosh. So I don't think they want to be role models, and I love that. But I think for anybody struggling that loves BTS and respects what RM has to say, that is life-changing to hear that, like, life is fun. Like, do I want to die? No. Like, simple things. You don't have to find the biggest thing in life to motivate you. Just chilling with friends, going for walks, drinks. Like he said, like, there is a lot to live for, even if you don't think so in that moment. And I've been in those moments where I thought there's nothing left to live for, So for me, I think it means so much when RM and the boys use their platforms to really like get deep like that, because I think there are always people going through difficult situations, and there's always somebody who can resonate with words like that, He is so handsome. Wow, what a good interview. Holy moly, my heart. Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, my beauty kings. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We got hella interviews coming, dude. I swear this guy was just farming tattoo quotes. Life is fun and living is better. Future never comes. What was the other one? Forever is too long. Well, that was from a different artist, but still, you could tell it really resonated with him too. And I think that's so amazing. Like, this guy is so beautiful inside and out. He is so authentic. He is so real. He really like does what he can to be so honest with us. And I think that's a journey in itself, you know, and he even spoke about that, how sometimes he had to decide what he should hide from us versus what he should show from us. And if he wants to hide stuff, that's perfectly fine. Okay. I think it's okay to, you know, keep things personal to you. But well, like just hearing him talk and how deep he gets is so refreshing, because I think so many celebrities are PR trained nowadays. Like, you never know if what people are saying are true or not. But just as I've been watching the concerts, I've seen 2 concerts so far, the Goyang day 1 and day 2. And like, I was even telling Army, like, I trust them. Like, when they speak to us, I actually trust them. And that's not easy. I'm a very skeptical woman. I'm the type of girl that if somebody says something to me or I hear a celebrity say something, I'm like, did they read that off a script? Is that ChatGPT? But when it comes to BTS, I believe everything that they say. And I don't know, I feel like past me would be like, girl, you're crazy. They're celebrities. But current me, because like he said, the past and the future, they're fantasies, okay? I believe them and I love them, and they're a group that I think are so worth supporting. And it's not like I just support them and I get nothing back. Like, I get so much back just hearing them. It helps me grow. They help me evolve. They help me learn and see the world in a different, beautiful light. And I think that's amazing. And that's why I love BTS and I love their music. And I cannot wait to get into the rest of the members' interviews, okay? But let me know what you thought about RM's interview. I thought it was amazing, of course, but I'd love to hear your thoughts too. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me continue to post videos every single day. Thank you so much. And if you like bonus content, early access, live streams, and I've just started a weekly fun poll for all free members, feel free to check out my Patreon. The link is in the description box down below. Thank you to all the Patreon peaches, but I love your cute face, and I will see you in the comments, okay? Bye.